So what you want to do is, once you've washed and dried the cauliflower, taken off those excess leaves, you want to go around that core carefully just to get it out. Okay. So this we just throw away, or if you wanted to, you could save it and put it in soup. So then you break up these florets. When you have little cauliflower pieces, you call them florets, just like you would for broccoli. So obviously these are too big. So what we have to do is take our time to break them up into tiny, tiny, tiny little pieces, like that, see? Because this is going to cook with the pasta. So I just go around each piece, breaking off the cauliflower, and putting it in a bowl. Now this is really a recipe from southern Italy, especially around Caltanissetta, where my grandmother came from, because she would make this all the time. This was a great way to have a dinner on the table that wasn't going to cost a lot of money, you know, because vegetables are pretty cheap. And if you had some stale bread at home, well, then you could mix that in with a little cheese if you had cheese. And with this particular recipe, we're going to be using Pecorino cheese, which is a sheep's milk cheese from southern Italy and has a nice salty flavor. So we're going to add that later. So you break up all these little florets. So I would say you have a medium head of cauliflower for about a pound of pasta. Okay, so there we have all of our little florets. If you want to make them bigger than that, you can, but that's about the right size. So now that we have them, we need to make the sauce. Now I've already browned the breadcrumbs that are going to go with this dish. So in the same pan, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil and the garlic. So a couple cloves of garlic, or more if you like more, add more. So I'm going to turn that heat up now a little bit and just get that soft. And the breadcrumbs were used a long time ago, still used in this recipe in place of cheese, because you know, even for Italians, cheese was very, very expensive, but you always had stale bread, so you could cut up the coarse bread and make crumbs out of it. And in southern Italy, this is very popular, where you have breadcrumbs over pasta. So as the garlic is getting fragrant, I want to add some other things to this, like anchovy paste. So I love these tubes because you can get in as much as or little as you want. I'm going to put in a good tablespoon of anchovy paste and get that mixed in. And then I'm going to add more olive oil. So about 2/3 of a cup, I would say, to cook or to cover the pasta that we're going to cook, pound of pasta, to serve 6 to 8 people. So I'm going to turn that. Now you can, I wish you could be here because you can smell that anchovy paste. Right, so this is all there is to this. So you make this before you cook the cauliflower and the pasta. You just keep this warm somewhere, because when you drain the pasta, it's going to go directly into this pan. All right, so now we got to get that water boiling. All right, so we want to start with a big pot of boiling water, and we want to add a tablespoon of salt for every pound of pasta we're cooking. So one of these little salt tablets will do the job. So in it goes, and now we add whole wheat pasta. I like whole wheat pasta with this in the pan. And with it, we add the cauliflower. So all of this goes in together. Now we want to cook this until the pasta is al dente. All right, this is cooked. I know it's cooked because I tested it, and a knife goes easily into that cauliflower. So first I'm going to take about 1/4 of a cup of this starchy water and add it right there with my sauce, and then just take this beautiful whole wheat pasta, which has a really nice nutty flavor, and add it right there to the sauce. Okay? So we want to get that all into our pan. And then whatever is left in the pan, the cauliflower, you can scoop it up with a spider. This is a great way to cook both things at once. Leave it to the Italians. They really know how to do it. And it's smelling absolutely wonderful with the anchovies and the olive oil. Give this a nice toss. And I think the nuttiness of the whole wheat pasta is perfect with this. Now, if you wanted to, you could add a few extra hot red pepper flakes over the top. But of course, you have to add the Pecorino Romano cheese. Pecorino is a sheep's milk cheese. Over the top, has a nice salty flavor. It's perfect for this dish. And of course, some of those breadcrumbs, using really good bread that you fried in olive oil